Morning, everybody, because it's morning in the UK here. Jungle hair, jungle beard, 10 months, non-stop growth of the beard and the hair, growing much quicker because of clean slate, amazing, and just looking after your health. So the jungle's there, but yeah, I want to do a live. Let me shut the door a little bit, 'cause it's gonna be a bit noisy, maybe. Yes, I want to do a live on something that I'm passionate about at this moment. Forever, really. But my God, I'm so passionate about this. I took a break from it for a bit, and I took two this morning with a half an hour break in between. One started kicking in, and I took two. And my fucking Lord, do you know my truth? I've just figured out the most powerful stuff. Supplements that cost money. I figured out the most powerful ones, the most value for money shit. And therefore my passion to do a live and to share it doesn't come so much from making money off people as sharing my joy and happiness because of what things do for me. We're all the same. Everyone's the same watching this. When you find something to be super powerful, most of the people watching this don't have a clue about the power of Somavedic. Oh well, I'll just share my truth. And yeah, when you're spiked in your happiness, you want to share your joy. When we was negative and depressed and going through our shit, I'll speak for myself, I wanted to hate other people. So when I was going through my shit, I imagined killing people. I've had those thoughts, being a suicide bomber, blowing up other people, strangers, because I hated myself. So now I've kind of role reversed it as I've gone on this journey through being woken up from being extremely low and wanting to kill other humans. Can you imagine that mindset? I think everyone here can relate to being depressed and suicidal. Can you imagine thinking about killing other people? Because I did. It was a reality of mine. Now I'm the opposite. Now I share my joy as I come up, and I feel so good. And oh my God, like I said, I've taken a few weeks break from them. Amazing. Went back on them today. Took two. It says on the box, don't take two or more in one day. Because of the caffeine, that's a whole other issue. I've had to evolve that caffeine is a bad thing. It's necessary in this, and I take it in the morning too. And I get a good sleep, even though it's got caffeine in it. Go figure. But yeah, oh my God, my energy is like ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Because of this. Spiked me, I'm shaking a little bit, but not in a bad way. What it is like when you surge your dopamine, which, let me tell you, this is not just theory. I can feel it inside my body. The dopamine is ridiculous, the levels from taking two in one go. Ridiculous. But when you surge it, one of the benefits, if you go and Google look at dopamine, is zero in, you focus. Your reaction times go up. This is why it's great for athletes, Olympians. Behind the scenes, some of the top Olympians and athletes are now finding the benefits of zeroing. They're on it. Because it increases your reaction times. That helps with sports, doesn't it? When your reaction times go up for athletics, for table tennis, for hand-eye coordination. Oh my God, I can feel my reaction times. I feel like, whoosh, it's hard to describe. My reaction times have gone up. I just feel more energy. That's basically what it is. When I took them, first of all, my breath slows down a lot. The slower your breath, the more energy. This applies to all healing modalities. Fasting slows your breath down. Grounding gives you oxygen, slows your breath down. Aged urine slows your breath down. I must admit, though, as much as I love aged urine, it's the holy wonder. I'd say, I don't know, aged urine doesn't surge my dopamine like this does. I do love it. I use everything, the free and the paid. But yeah, so when the breath slows down, and this definitely slows my breath down, I need to get round to doing this in meditation. I can't be bothered to do meditation. I've got too much energy. And I'm not used to this much energy. Too excited. But I can imagine doing this, and meditation is amazing. By the way, since I'm here, obviously that was my latest book. It was on the root. I wrote it because I was so passionate about the products. But here's the thing I can't say in the root Nordic groups. Because for normal people, don't like to hear about psychedelics. And yeah, normal people get triggered by psychedelics and I can't mention it. But I could mention it in my book, there's something with zeroing and psychedelia, your own psychedelic power. And I'll just show you what I mean. I can feel it a little bit in my system. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not like taking mushrooms. It's like microdosing on mushrooms. I remember Patchy, who's tried these, saying a similar thing. Taking this, 2 or more in one go, is like microdosing on mushrooms. And I'll tell you why, and I'll read it from my book. This is a good reminder for me, because I know stuff, but I forget stuff too. So look, I put a meme in my book here, which I'll read out to you. It says, zero in, the neurotropic and psychedelic. Now, black velvet bean seed in zero in, so Mucuna pruriens, which is in zerosine, contains L-dopa, dopamine precursor. That's the major reason why it gives you a fuckload of dopamine. And by the way, the dopamine that this gives you when you take 2 or more in one go way bypasses the dopamine that I get from sunlight. I mean, I do believe in natural, but let me tell you, this spike is way beyond that. It's the only thing that'll give you the dopamine spike of this, from my experience, is taking an ice bath, which I've never done. I've gone in the sea, and that gives you a dopamine spike too. But I'll tell you what, it's a lot easier than going into doing an ice bath or going into the sea for a significant amount of time. Just take 2 or 3 of these and get the same fucking dopamine spike. Dopamine is motivation. And honestly, I feel motivated. I mean, I'm always motivated. I've got my mission. But when I take that, I mean, the dopamine spike from that, ironically, made this book writing pretty easy. Gave me the motivation to do it. Anyway, zero in of the neurotropic psychedelic. Black velvet bean seed in zero in. Oh yeah, I'll talk faster. I'm in flow more with zero in. Fuck yeah, I'm focused, concentrated, mildly psychedelic. So the L-dopa in black Mucuna pruriens in zero in. Yes, major psych. It's also got serotonin precursor, as Mitchell mentioned. So when you have a high serotonin too, that converts into melatonin at night. Hence, one of the reasons, possibly, why that zero in seems to give me an amazing sleep. It's got nicotine in it. Nicotine is not bad. In the amounts in cigarettes, which is a joke, how much nicotine, yes, it is bad. Nicotine, actually, if you go on Google, and well known in the biohacking community, is a neurotropic. So it's got a bit of nicotine, enough to get you good effects without going too far in cigarettes and taking you to a negative dark place. Oh, zero in contains N-DMT. That's a type of DMT that is psychedelic, and I think your body produces it. If it doesn't, it's also got another one, zero in, contained 5-MeO-DMT. Yeah, the toad one. So it's got a small, not a large amount, but small. That's why I can feel some kind of psychedelic effect, especially if you drop 3 or more in one go. Again. So yeah, there's 2 different types of DMT, isn't it? N-DMT and 5-DMT. It's got bufotenine, whatever that is. I think is that from the bufo frog toad? I don't even know. Possibly. Yeah. Anyway, as such, zero in could potentially have psychedelic effects and has purportedly been used in ayahuasca preparation. The leaves of Mucuna pruriens in zero in contain about 0.5% L-dopa, 0.006% dimethyltryptamine DMT, cool, 0.0025%, not a lot, of 5-MeO-DMT, and 0.003 DMT N oxide. Bottom line, zero in fucking rocks. If you want to try a neurotropic, try zero in. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing. Serious shit. You also need a referrer as well, so message me and I'll refer it. All I really want is for people to try it. If you don't like it, that's cool. It's up to you. But as I said at the beginning, I just want to share my joy and things that I found that are value for money that work. Because I know there's loads of supplements out there that fucking, we just buy them in theory. People spend so much on supplements. And in theory, they're like, oh yeah, I've got to have the vitamin C, vitamin D, but they don't feel anything. What the fuck? They don't feel anything from most of their supplements. Why don't you just buy one supplement and feel something? A lot of something. It's that simple. Share your joy. That's all I'm doing. And let go. Because if people don't want to try it, it's not their time. But it's my time, and I'll be happy. And I know you guys are happy anyway. But yeah, join me. Get on some of the most powerful supplements on earth. Do it. You got nothing to lose by trying it. So there we go. Have a lovely day, everyone. Peace.